The Egyptian, Jordanian, Saudi Arabian and Qatari foreign ministers have issued statements condemning the Israeli strikes in Jabalia and northern Gaza Strip, in which Hamas, in an unverified claim, said some 50 Palestinians were killed. The IDF has said that the strikes targeted Hamas operatives and infrastructure belonging to the terror group's central Jabalia battalion above and below ground, and that the collapse of underground terror tunnels also brought down some nearby buildings. It said numerous terrorists were killed, including a top Hamas commander. Sanjeev Srivastav is with us live. Sanjeev, Egypt, Saudi, Jordan condemning Israel's strike in Jabalia. Israel, though, saying that it was necessary to target Hamas terrorists and infrastructure.
Uday, I think civilian casualties, if it is happening in that process, then obviously it will be a matter of a very, very serious concern for every country, whether it is these countries which are condemning this kind of strikes, or the other countries of the world, as we have been discussing with that the humanitarian crisis is very much there. And the civilian casualties must be minimized, collateral damages must be minimized. And that for that to ensure, Israel will have to carry out these strikes with only hardcore intelligence, and that's one way through which they can minimize this civilian casualty, which I'm sure that they are trying hard. They are trying hard to locate these targeted points after, and they are operating only after solid intelligence. But for this kind of situation, Hamas is very much responsible, because Hamas is using various civilians of that area, Gaza areas, whether it is Jabalia and other areas, as human shields. They are not allowing these innocent people to relocate themselves to other areas, which Israel is consistently asking them to relocate to the southern areas, to many other safer locations, so that they can carry out with their operation. But yes, these terrorists, they have adopted a very cowardly approach. They are using women and children and other civilians as human shields, and that is why in Israeli strikes there are a rising number of civilian casualties, including this Jabalia. So though these claims are unverified, I do not think that unless until a verification is done, anything uncertain can be said about this Jabalia strike. But yes, one thing is quite certain, that in this strike, also in several other Israeli strikes also, collateral damages are happening, and that's a matter of serious concern. And because of the collateral damages, a lot of people, a lot of countries of that region and around the world, they are raising their voice, and they are asking for to ensure that these civilian casualties are minimized. So I think this operation is a very complex operation, Uday, and it is not going to be easy for Israel also to win this war, as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said from day one, that this is going to be a complex process, because this war is being fought in urban areas. This is urban warfare. Israeli defense forces are doing at this point of time, and they are operating in the built-up areas. They are striking in built-up areas, and that is causing a lot of civilian casualties, and that's a matter of a very serious concern. But yes, despite all these situations prevailing on the ground zero, Israeli defense forces must try to ensure do their best to minimize these collateral damages, minimize the civilian casualties.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.